What up, Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades? And tonight we're going to be talking about a few different things. We have some news to talk about. We're going to talk about how amazing it is that Bitcoin is up at $61,000. We waited for months and months in a bear market so that we could have this amazing bull market that we're having now and continuing from earlier this year into the real bull market. This is when it happens historically by the charts that says about 18 months after the halvening. Well, right now we're at about 16 and a half months after the halvening. So it's getting there. It is really, really close, maybe even 17 months after the halvening. So things are getting to where, yeah, we're going to see all-time highs. We're going to see the supply and demand kick in, and things are going to just, make a lot of people rich and a lot of people happy. So I'm very happy tonight. And that is because cryptocurrency is green across the board. There are some that aren't doing, big things yet, but they will. I think almost every coin is going to move up somewhat from where it was in the bear market and even this, altcoin dump that we had. We had a lot of money come out of altcoins. So where do you think it's going to go? Well, into Bitcoin and then also back into altcoins too, because it doesn't stay gone forever. A lot of that money pulled out so that they could FOMO into Bitcoin, and when they realized, oh wow, well, altcoins can really pump up a lot too. Oops. That's why I never advocate for people to sell their altcoins at a loss in a low market because the Bitcoin dominance goes up. A lot of people did that. They're like, oh, well, I'm at a loss, but I should buy into Bitcoin because Bitcoin's moving. And then they take their money out, and then the altcoin that they just had pumps a week later. It's another tactic to get you guys out. They're like, oh, Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin dominance. You're going to lose money in altcoins. Take all your money out of altcoins, put it all into Bitcoin. And then you could have had like the new cipher, you could have had a 7x in one night, right? What if you took all of your money out of new cipher and put it into Bitcoin? Oops. I mean, it isn't such a bad thing because Bitcoin is awesome, but when you have an altcoin dump like that, it's always smartest to hold through it because look what happened. We had crazy pumps. Oh man, it was so awesome. Not all crypto did, but luckily some of the ones that I was holding were part of those pumps. A lot of people called me on it and said, oh, I'm going to laugh at you when the graph doesn't go back to $1 or blah, blah, blah. Well, it hasn't got to $1 yet, but look at the blast off we had with it. So, okay, well, let's get enough of my big head. All right, let's minimize the head and let's actually start talking about some crypto, guy. What's up? What is up, everybody? So I want to go in here first and look at the Bitcoin charts. What is going on in these things? Well, I think we had a massive inverse head and shoulders right here that played out to the upside. I think we can still have a lot of gains from this, from the bottom to the top, right there. And then, whoa, what was that? Anyways, right here, and my target is 68,989. So we have about $7,000 more to go. And we could actually even bring this a little bit further down here and say about 67.5. That actually seems like a better number, 67.5. That actually seems like where I could see some resistance. And it's not even that far broke out over the all-time high. So guys, I think this has played out exactly how I thought. We haven't reached my price target yet, but it looks like it's going to. Look at this massive inverse head and shoulders pattern right here. Isn't that a beaut? Oh man, that is some pretty stuff right there. And you might not even be able to say that the whole part is the head, but at least this part is the head or even the whole part. And that's the shoulder, that's the other shoulder. Look at the neckline and look at the breakout. So things are looking good. Okay, now I want to talk a little bit about what is happening in the immediate short term for the channel and what we are going to do about it. So we are so close to our 1,000 subscribers. We're at 920 22, I think, last time I looked, or 21, I don't know. We only need like 80 some subscribers more to do this $70 giveaway. I'm doing 70 now. Like I originally had said, $1 a day more. Well, guess what? I'm doing it. We're doing 70 bucks. I'm happy. Things are going good in crypto. I want to give away money to my subscribers. So only if we hit it tonight, though. We have to hit this mark by tonight for me to do 70 bucks tonight. Let's do it. We can do it, or in 24 hours. We're not going to say tonight. In 24 hours from 8 o'clock. So by 8 o'clock p.m. tomorrow night, if we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm adding another $15 to the pot. It's at 55 right now. It'll be at 70. Let's do it. We can do it by tomorrow, guys. It's only 80 some subscribers. Our biggest day was 60, and we never had that happen before. So I'll add 15 extra bucks, a jackpot of $70 to 6 different people, 12, 12, 12. Or should we just do a jackpot of 70 bucks to 7 people? That sounds better. I think that's what we'll do. We'll do 7 people. More people winning money, all win 10 bucks. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So seven people, 10 bucks a piece if we can hit this tomorrow. If not, we're going to stay with the 6 people, 5 people getting $10 and 1 person getting $5. So if you want 7 people to get $10, that gives more people a chance of winning. Let's get this to 1,000 subscribers by tomorrow night. We can do it. I know we can. This channel is amazing. Share it with all your friends. Have your aunt, uncle, sister, and brother all sign up. And just don't tell them about the contest. Just have them subscribe to the channel. Don't tell them about the contest. That way you have a bigger chance to enter. I'm just trying to help you. Hey, just be like, hey, we need you to subscribe to this. I'd rather have people that would watch more often. But so if you know anybody involved in crypto, that would be good too. But whatever you got to do to get us up to 1,000 subscribers, let's go. Yeah, so let's get it. So 2,406 entries, 12 days left. I think we'll get it before the 12 days. I think we can do it by tomorrow, one day. That would be 11 days left. And we can do it. I know we can, especially if I offer 15 more bucks. Let's go, guys. All right, so I want to go look at the graph because this is the one I've been telling you about for so long. We made so many videos about it. This is my biggest holding in altcoins. And so we're sitting at 80 cents. 80. This is where we should have been months ago, right? So we're finally starting to go. Somehow we're down 3% today. We did go to 88 cents. Our low is 78 cents, so we've actually stayed pretty high. The next leg of the bull run, I can see, the graph going to a new all-time high, even, $3, which is the all-time high that we had for the graph before. So this is probably going to be the topic of this video, is the graph, because it's done so well now, and it's time to reap our rewards. My break-even price was about 71 cents. Remember, like I said, it was at 74, but then I remembered I put an extra little money in there. So yeah, we're looking at about 71 cent average buying price. We're at almost 10 cents above that. If we can get to $1, I'll really start to see some profits. And if we can go to a new all-time high, this is really going to be my biggest gainer ever. So let's hope for that. Let's hope, that we can actually succeed in that and not get too greedy, though. And if it comes time to sell, I just need to be able to sell and not be like, oh man, but I wanted it to go to $3. Well, we all want it to go to $3, right? But is it going to? That is the question. We had a little bit of a dip today, but we are definitely up. Look at that. It's beautiful looking. We've been struggling for over a month. Look. We were over here. See, this is why I didn't understand why we went down here for so long. Because look at this last, month. We started over here, and now we're finally back up, almost to these levels again over here. There is a big, obvious level right here at about 80 cents that when we broke it, we went way down. So that's what resistance that we have over here, that when we broke this, at about 80 cents, that's when we went down all the way. So, yep, right there, about 79.32, boom, all the way down. And now that's where we're sitting here. We bounced off of 79.32 exactly, right? Oh, look, let's look, 38, 79.30. So, yeah, my assumptions are true. That's where the breakdown price was. So it's now support for us though. So that's a good thing. As long as we don't break below that, we have another couple big, look at that, in the green for the month. We would finally be in the green for the month right here. And things are starting to turn around. Let's look at the 3 months. We're going to be way, way, way in the loss from 3 months. Oh no. From 3 months ago, this was the bull market, remember? Or the bear market. See, I almost made a whole video without making that mistake, but then I did it. But look at it. So these are the prices it should go to, like $1.07 up here, but this is where we should stay. And then the 70, 80 sensors up here is where we should have stayed, but we actually went real low. These are bear market prices. I guess the bear market did go lower, by a lot, but kind of puts it into perspective though, right? It is gaining, 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 lost some traction, gaining, gaining, gaining. I think we got more gains to go. I think this is kind of this right here, guys. This right here is this right here, I think. You feel me? So we have a big, big area of gaining to go. So I think we're going to run the price up. Ooh, it's 81 cents. Wait. Ooh, it's going up, guys. Almost 81 cents now while we're talking. So, like I said, the graph, this is my favorite altcoin. It just is. I'm not going to let that go to my head, though. I'm going to make money off of it, but I like it. I like this. It's fun for me to watch it go up. Now, when it doesn't go up ever, it's hard. But then these moments that it does go up later on, it makes it worth it. It really does. I went through a lot of hard times of all my money just staying down here for so long. And everybody's like, well, what about the graph? I thought you said it was going to go up. Well, sometimes it just takes patience, my peeps. You know, you got to have patience sometimes. Did you see me sell? I faked out like I was gonna sell because I thought maybe somebody was trying to front run me, and that probably wasn't the case. It was just a really bad alt season. But it makes you wonder when you make videos. Somebody could trade against you. Honestly, so be careful if you make videos with letting your trades be known when you're buying, when you're selling. And unless you do it after you already bought or sold, then that's okay, because then it's already done. There's nothing no one can do about it. But don't tell anybody your future trades. Just be careful, because people will try. You say you're gonna sell at like $2, they'll sell at $1.80, and then the price will go down and never hit $2. So that's the problem. Let's see what else. Let's look at our news now. This is what I wanted to talk about. So this is all about the Bitcoin ETFs. As you know, that's been a hot topic of lately, and because it's what helped bring Bitcoin up to $61,000 right now. Bitcoin's first ETF winners and losers. The SEC's approval of a Bitcoin futures ETF is good news for some, much more than others. And this is Jeff John Roberts, a 4-minute read. And well, it finally happened after more than 8 years of pleading by the crypto industry. The SEC has given the go ahead to a Bitcoin ETF. It's actually a futures ETF, so this is a win, but it isn't 100% a win. A move that will give regular folks exposure to the original cryptocurrency via major stock exchanges, and is expected to trigger a moon moment as new money rushes into Bitcoin. Will it, though? The occasion has already produced winners and losers, which we'll get to in a moment. First, let's recap what exactly happened here. The SEC allowed an ETF, an exchange traded fund, but not one pegged to the price of Bitcoin, the kind that most people wanted. Instead, the agency allowed a Bitcoin futures ETF. What this means is the new fund, which is being packaged by a firm called ProShares, won't give you shares backed by Bitcoin, but shares tied to a bundle of contracts to buy Bitcoin in the future. So yeah, it's basically a futures ETF. I see now. Sounds complicated. It is. When you buy a regular ETF, the value of the shares is based entirely on the price of the underlying asset, be it Bitcoin or gold or oil or a basket of S&P stocks. When you're buying a futures ETF, there are other factors at play that lead to the price of the shares to diverge from the asset. As Matthew Hugan, CIO of crypto investment firm Bitwise, explains, savvy futures traders anticipate price quirks like contango, backwardation, and slippage, and make offsetting trades to account for them. You can see where this is going. The obvious winners of the new Bitcoin futures ETF will be professional traders and their wealthy clients who are familiar with concepts like contango and are good at making money off of it. Indeed, shares of new ProShares ETF are expected to initially trade at a premium to the actual price of Bitcoin as a result of sophisticated investors who plan to arbitrage future price movements. Oh my gosh, this is why they wanted it really technical that the normal person can't do it and get rich. Because anybody who put their money into this would become rich, basically. And so they're basically putting a barrier for entry. And they're saying that we will not allow this to happen without that barrier. We don't want any normal person to be able to go in and just buy it, an ETF pegged to the crypto, but they have to know all these things like contango and making money, offsetting these things, and it would basically be like shorting Bitcoin with a stable coin, except a lot more complicated. This is like you need a degree to know how to do this kind of stuff. That's what they're saying. So that's redonkulous, man. So, never heard of contango bleed, which would cause a negative carry of around negative 10% GBTC, is actually a much superior product than all of the futures based ETFs. Let's be thankful the market is oblivious of this. Man, we just got some good information. Basically, GBTC, that's why they didn't want to go for a futures ETF, guys. That's why they pulled theirs out of the running. Check it out. They did for at least the futures ETF. Now they want a regular Bitcoin backed ETF, and they would go their hat in the ring for that, but they aren't going to do it for this futures ETF, guys. This is not the be all end all of crypto. Yeah, it's going to bring the price way, way up. Yeah, crypto influencers are going to love this, but guess what, guys? This is not anything for you and I. This is for the stock market, the rich people and their clients. That's it. All right, I'm done talking about this now. Kind of irritates me a little bit. But we do have a futures ETF, so that's a start, right? They don't want it back to Bitcoin. I don't know why they, man, the government is really, really strict and greedy. It seems like they're greedy. They don't want people to make money. They think if they do, the government will collapse. You have to have your poor people, you have to have your rich people, and you have to keep them all that way, or it'll collapse. Everybody can make money. I don't see why they think that has to be. So, Ethereum, Bitcoin, they are going to strengthen in the next couple of weeks. So we're above 61,000 and things are not looking like they're going to slow down. We are going to definitely test resistance at the all-time high of 64,000, but in the future, things are going to go amazingly. In the next few weeks, we're going to see all-time highs. We're going to see Ethereum going to all-time highs. We're going to see altcoins going to all-time highs. We're going to see Bitcoin going to all-time highs. We're going to see the market flood with money. I think we're going to see over $5 trillion in the market this bull rally. Maybe even a possibility of $10 trillion in the market. That is a little bit exaggerative or wishful thinking. But I think we can at least get a $5 trillion market cap, no problem. That's only $2 trillion more dollars into crypto. I think we can at least maybe even get 7 to 8 trillion. Now, a $10 trillion, that is a lot. We might get there, but I think anywhere from 5 to 8 trillion is where we're most likely going to land in the top of this bull market right here. And yeah, just keep going. So, this FSI Insight or whatever, FS Insight, says both Ether and Bitcoin should continue to strengthen in the coming weeks. And technically, it looks right to own both near term. An Ether breakout above $4,000 should not face much resistance at 44.10, but likely surpass this and rally to targets near 49.51 or targets above lie near 58.26. And it's anticipated that September highs should be exceeded, giving way to acceleration back to new all-time highs. And that's what I think is going to happen as well. They say that for the first upside target for Bitcoin is close to 61. Yeah, but we're already at 61.3, so we're looking at the all-time high. This was written at the time when it was at 59, and it was at 3,000. So we're looking at bigger gains. We're looking at a lot of good stuff happening from now on in crypto. It's just going to be amazing, guys. So be sure to sign up for the contest. Be sure to, get your bags of crypto, guys. Not financial advice, entertainment purposes only, common sense. But make sure you do it. I mean, this is millionaire time. This is big money time. If you pick the right altcoins at the right time, this is the time that we have been waiting for, and it's here. So join the contest, win a little bit of my crypto, and help the channel out as well. So just subscribe to the channel and then go through and do all these things and come back every day and through here watch a video, like, comment, whatever every day and earn an extra entry. Gives you a bigger chance to win. There's 2,406 entries. Over 300 people have entered the contest now. 303 people. So we have a big audience, but that's why I'm doing 11. If we get this in 24 hours, I will have 7 winners. We will give $10 to 7 different people, $70 jackpot. So let's do it. I think that's just about everything we have for today. I'm glad you all could join me for another episode of Crypto with Jeff. We are making money together. I'm showing you why I backed the graph and why I put so much money into it going up, because I had my research that I had done on this crypto. That's why I was baffled so much that it deviated from my research, but it eventually did what I thought it was going to do, and now let's hope that it can go even higher and possibly to a new all-time high, baby. And Bitcoin new all-time high, Ethereum new all-time high. This is everything right here. This is the bull market we waited for so long. This is going to be the biggest thing that's ever happened in crypto, and I can't wait to be a part of it. All right, guys, that being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!